Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to a Moss and Hip Hop video. And in today's video, overall I want to review KSI's latest album. Which I feel like that's very disrespectful. Like, oh yeah, reviewing KSI's latest album, but I don't know the name of his latest album. No, but it's overall a good album. Let me, give it. I mean, the name will be in the title and stuff, but anyways, all over the place. That's the name of this album. And honestly, if I could be truthfully honest with you guys, it's a good album. Not even like I know people will probably see it as like, oh, it was only good because of the features and all of that. Because I mean, bro had Future, 21 Savage, Polo G, who else? Little Dirk. I know. I think he's done another song with the guy SX before, but yeah, he's had some pretty big features on this album. And I know he was saying on Logan Paul's podcast that he put a lot into this album, but my thing is that I know people will overall see this as like, oh, we're gonna say that it's a bad album because he's a YouTuber, but it's like, bruh, in reality, this is a pretty good album. Like there is one song that he did on there, and it's a pretty good song. Don't Play is good. But it's like the thing is, it's just, and I don't know. I guess like that might just be like a UK thing where it's like out here, most rappers, you don't really hear where it's like most rappers would do like some pop songs or something. You don't really hear that too much. Like, and it's rare. So like to hear his music, it's rap, but it's like a different, it's different for me at least. And that's why I like the album, because it's not the same old, like. And even with his like music before, definitely with this album you can tell like this man has like came up with music. Not trying to say that his music back then was bad, but I'm just saying you can definitely see where he took like a new step with his music. Like, I mean, he could have still been doing the same stuff back then, and it's like it would have been good still. But I'm like, nah, with this, I was like, wow, like, hey yo, you killed it. Just understand that. You killed this album. And yeah, I was sitting there, I was playing for those that don't know, I do have other channels, and I was working on a video for my gaming channel, but I was listening to his album in the background, and bruh, like I almost like had listened to the album twice. Like it got, and I'm still. I mean, there's songs that I'll listen to on replay, but it's like, bruh, every song is like replayable. Like that's the crazy thing about it. And I thought like, oh, okay, maybe there might be that one song that I'm not gonna like. In each song, I'm like, this song was good. Like, hold on, let me, wait till I get a point in time in this game, because it's like it was one of those like, multiplayer only games where you can't really pause it. So I'm like, okay, let me wait till I get to a point where I'm like not surrounded by enemies and stuff and save this song. If I got to, I'm like, trust me, I'll go back and resave it and stuff. But man, I was like, bro, that was good. Like that was a really good album. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I guess like a part of me was like doubting it, because I'm like, oh, it's, when you hear like a YouTuber make music, you don't really hear too many YouTubers be successful with it. I think really the only other YouTuber that I know of that's successful with their music and they've turned it into a career is DDG. And I mean, if we want to count Justin Bieber, I mean, technically, but I don't know. I feel like somebody that like you started off as a YouTuber and now you don't work your way up into this like music spotlight. And yeah, definitely it's well earned with KSI. I'm like, nah, he with this album, I'm like, bro, it almost like, because it's messed up, because I overall grew up in a way like watching KSI and watching him play video games. But honestly, like with his music, I mean, it doesn't, upset me that it's like, oh, he's not going to do gaming videos anymore. Because I'm like, hey yo, like what you're doing with your music, like that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm like, I just don't want you to be that person where it's like you give us a dose of you, of who you are, and then you just disappear. So I'm like, regardless of whether he had been doing gaming videos, music, or anything else, I definitely feel like that with this album. It's like, and he also reached #1. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, you can't even say that the album is bad if he made it that far with Billboard charts. I think it was over in the UK. I don't know if it's #1 anywhere else, but yeah, like he's did a lot. Oh, it's like UK albums, UK independent albums, UK R&B albums, US Billboard 200 94. I'm saying that's good. That's really good. Then he did some numbers with the like other. He's definitely gonna win an award for this album. If he doesn't, then something's rigged. But nah, he deserves it, bro. Like he honestly deserves it. They need to do like a BET UK or MTV UK or something and give this man an award because he deserves it. So but I definitely, I guess like for people wondering like, hey, how can we make this album even bigger? If it's available on TikTok, like you just, do that. Just get some TikTok videos and have his music playing in the background. And I feel like that would be a way to promote his music, get this man like the music career that he deserves. Cause it's like, he definitely proved himself in this, album where it's like, hey, yo, I killed it and y'all can't say nothing about it. So, anyways, but yeah, the album, it definitely lives up to the name of it all over the place because it is an album where it's like so many different like like songs where it's like nah, like this don't seem like KSI, but it is KSI. But it's like, yeah, he every song he killed it. So anyways, yeah, definitely go follow this man, subscribe to him, do anything you possibly can to show this man some support and love. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Stay tuned for the next. Like and subscribe, and peace.